Nice shoe I have here. Nice shoe, Wilson. Nice shoe, well done. So, let's do this. I'm not sure if you know this, but this tennis shoe from Wilson is one of the lightest tennis shoes ever made, and I'm going to review it right now, so stay tuned. Hello tennis guys and tennis ladies, welcome to my tennis channel. In this video I'm going to review these Wilson tennis shoes that are called the Wilson Kaos Swift Clay. It is the clay version, so the outsole is for clay only, or mainly, only, let's say only. If you don't know the difference between the clay shoe outsole and the outsole for hard court and all court, click here. There's a previous video I made about the differences between the hard court, all court and clay court outsoles, and they are quite big, quite significant. I did play with this shoe last year or last 12 months, and I have to say, man, it was a blast, it was a journey. I really like these shoes. They are one of the best shoes I've ever played in. And Wilson, man, Wilson can do some magic with tennis shoes. They not only make great tennis rackets, great apparel. I've got here this very comfortable jacket, which I wear when it's a little bit cold outside. And the material is really good. Wilson also does make some tennis balls, which I don't particularly like that much, because in the Czech Republic they are somehow rubbish. But in this review I'm here for these shoes and my long-term experience with them. But let's start with an overview. In the last 2 or 3 years, I did play in a couple of shoes, in a couple of fantastic shoes. You will see them in this here, in this place. I will post my list of tennis shoes I did play last 2 or 3 years. And what I'm doing always when I got a new shoe, I'm putting them on scale and I weight them, because I'm kind of fanatic on shoes. I love tennis shoes. I can watch tennis shoes all day, and especially these, because the design is just fantastic. So I put them on the scale. And what happened with these shoes is that these are the lightest shoes I've ever played in, and probably one of the lightest shoes ever made. The previous tennis shoe I did play in were these fantastic Wilson Kaos 3.0 clay. So this is the previous generation that Wilson made 2 or 3 years ago. These shoes were fantastic. Also ultra lightweight. Not lightweight, but ultra lightweight. What does it mean? These black shoes weight in size 10.5 UK or 11.5 US or 45 and 1/3 European sizing chart. They weighed 340 grams. which is insane for a man's tennis shoe. But these shoes that came out last year, the newest generation of the Wilson Kaos, which has come through a big overhaul. The design is completely different. The technologies are improved. There are new technologies. So this shoe weighs only 330 grams. So 10 grams less than these. I've never ever thought or could imagine that there can be a shoe that is lighter, even lighter than this one. But Wilson did it with these shoes, and they've put so much effort into making the shoe as light as possible. It just blows my mind. So let's go through the review. Let's go through the technologies, because they are very special for this shoe. So of course we should start with the upper. The upper is some kind of mesh, reinforced mesh, which is thin as paper. It is so thin that you can't believe it will secure your foot inside the shoe, but magically it works. The upper is very breathable, and the tongue is also thin as paper. It's like it's nothing. You almost don't feel it when you have the shoes on. But it works. If you tie the laces, it doesn't really bother you on your foot. Somehow it feels very secure and comfortable. So the upper did change from the previous generation. It is more breathable, so your foot is not going to heat up that much as in this previous generation, which was a one and only issue I've got with these shoes. So if you look at the shoe, the design is just mind-blowing. It's one of the best designed shoes I've ever seen and I've ever had the opportunity to play in. Let's go to the midsole section, which is this part, the foam. So Wilson does use its renowned RDST plus foam, which is a foam with a special, let's say, density that helps you generate the energy that you put into the movement, and it helps you to regenerate the energy back to your foot. And once again, it works really good. It is the same foam that was injected in the previous generation, but nothing to change here. When it works, why to change it? But the biggest change is this crazy part. If you see it for yourself, if you see it when you have the possibility to hold the shoe, this part really makes the difference between, let's say, lightweight and ultra lightweight shoe. Because as you can see, there is a big hole in the outsole. It's really massive. If you can touch it, you can feel that there is lots of material. There has been lots of material put away. And what Wilson did, they've inserted here the newest technology from them, which is called Truemotion. And the Truemotion technology works together with the new Wilson Kaos Chassis. The chassis is the structure of the shoe, and the Truemotion system, it is a system similar, let's say similar to torsion system from other brands, but when it is completed with the Wilson Kaos Chassis, it is so fluid, it is so flexible. So as you can see on the side here, there is this special reinforcement plate that makes the shoe stable and stiffer. But at the same time, the shoe is very flexible, which I really like on tennis shoe. I don't like shoes that are stiff and that require lots of effort and energy to break them and to move them and to bend them. I like that the shoe bends itself really easily, so you are not really forced to put too much energy into it. So this part of the shoe is completely new. One thing I forgot to mention on the upper, so there's the reinforcement for the medial side of your foot. It helps to protect the tongue, as you can see. And what I like are on the back are these padded things that are on both sides of the shoe, here and there. It really helps to the design to pop out, and the shoe feels really unique. The back part of the shoe, this part, is quite long, is quite tall, and it helps you to fix your foot right in the shoe, and it helps you to feel secure. The next technology that Wilson utilizes in this shoe is the EndoFit technology. The EndoFit technology is something that is inserted in the upper that works with the laces. So when you tie the laces, the whole system will fix and lock your foot in the shoe. One more thing I forgot to mention are the laces. The lacing system leads inside the upper. So the lace is not outside the shoe on both sides, and you can't damage the laces while you are sliding. When you are heavily sliding, the laces are protected by this part. And once again, bear in mind, I did play with this shoe this season on clay, I believe around 20 matches, and the shoe looks like new. So I will use this shoe another season, which is just amazing for ultra lightweight shoe, because usually the ultra lightweight or lightweight shoes, they get damaged pretty easily because of the lack of the protective material on the upper. But this shoe, man, it just holds, and it is like new. It is like new. It's like shoe that has been used like month, maybe. But no, I did play with this shoe a whole season. Lots of matches, trainings. Guys, you wouldn't believe it. But I have to say that I'm 65 kilo man. I'm really light, really nimble. And when I move on the court, I'm kind of flying like a fly. I'm almost not using the protective material on the shoe, because I'm trying to be as fast as possible and as light as possible. But not everybody can do this, so bear in mind that factor. Let's move to the outsole. So the outsole, it is a full, or it is not a full herringbone pattern, but it is a herringbone pattern that is coming from the top, there's the hole, and to the back side of the shoe. This herringbone pattern is great because when it is new, it has really deep ridges, and the space between the the bones and the herringbones is solid, so this shoe will work on every type of clay. So you have the thin clay, you have the thicker clay with the bigger pieces, and it will work really great. So the traction is almost perfect, I would say. One thing that Wilson changed from the previous generation, as you can see, look at that. So the middle section is different, the torsion system, and as you can see, there is some stabilizer on the lateral part of the shoe on the new version, as you can see. So the outsole is wider. Look at this. Look at this part. Here the outsole is wider, and it helps you while you are sliding sideways to stabilize the shot, the move, your foot, so you don't twist your ankle. And look at from this view, as you can see, look at this part. Yeah, it's really standing out. And even Wilson did put on this part its name, its branding. And I believe this part is a game changer. We could see the widen part of the shoe on some other shoe. Yes, Adidas, sole cord bounce, or on the sole cord models from Adidas. They did come up like 3 or 4 years ago with the widened part of the outsole on the lateral part of the shoe, and that was a game changer. So the shoe used by Dominic Thiem, for example, or Stefanos Tsitsipas. So there was this thick, even bigger and thicker part of rubber and outsole that helped you really be stable on the court. And I did try the shoe, I did review the shoe in Czech for the Czech sports shop, and these were probably the shoes from Adidas. These were probably the most stable shoes on the market, but they were really heavy compared to these ultralight shoes. So when you look at the design of this shoe and the Wilson Kaos Chassis was inspired by a jet plane. So this shoe is really fast. It's one of the fastest shoes on the market. So if you are nimble as me, if you are as light as me, around 65, 70, 75 kilos, and you want that extra speed, you want that extra acceleration, you want the great stability, you want that great comfort out of the box without any break-in period. There is no break-in period, zero. You buy the shoe, you take it out of the box, you play in the shoe, and you can play first minute 100%, and the shoe will work for you. So the break-in is zero, and the comfort, Wilson comfort, is just great. I would compare it maybe to Asics, because I did play with a few Asics shoes previously, and I love them. I once said that the Asics shoes are the best tennis shoes in the world, but I'm not sure, because Wilson is now doing a great job. They have different other versions of the Kaos shoes, like the Mirage and the other one. I will put name of it in the video, and man, you have to try these shoes. If you want an ultra lightweight shoe, a super lightweight shoe with great cushioning, with great comfort, great functionality, overall traction, and you are searching for a clay shoe like this one, go ahead and buy it. I hope it will be available for next year, because I didn't see that Wilson is planning some new versions of this shoe. One negative. I have one negative. Always there is some negative, even if you have some superior products like the Yonex V-Core Pros I did review. You can click somewhere here. They had some negative, one negative. You will find out about it in the video. This shoe, or all the shoes that have holes, that have these cutouts in the outsole, have one negative on clay. The negative is not on the hardcore. So if you buy the hardcore version or the hardcore version and you play on a hardcore, the negative is not there, but on clay the negative is obvious. So guys, if you slide with this type of shoe on clay, what's going to happen if you slide? So in this part where is the cutout, the sand, the clay will accumulate. So there will be created a pile of sand. And once you slide and then you move away, there is the small, I would say, small mountain of clay, of the sand, small mountain that will remain on the court. And if you slide a lot, there will be lots of small mountains of clay on the court. And that's of course a problem. I hate that, because when my opponent hits the small mountain, what will the ball do? It will jump far, far away, or it will probably not jump. It will stay on the top of the small mountain of clay. So that's one thing I really hate about shoes with these cutouts. But to be fair, the shoes are lightweight, so lightweight because of these cutouts, because the rubber part, the outsole, is the most heavy part of the tennis shoe. Last thing I want to mention, I've put out the original insoles that are the branded insoles from Ultralight. So great insoles, really premium insoles with antibacterial and anti-odor finish, with a great EVA foam with a high density. So the insole, the original insole that was in the Wilson shoe, which is the Ultralight, it will hold really well the whole season. But what I did, I've put into the shoe special insole from Ortho Movement. This is a sport insole for sport shoes, for various sports, racket sports, even football. And this is a reinforced insole. It weighs around 50 grams, which is a lot for an insole. There's a cushioning on the back of the insole, and it helps the shoe to be more, let's say, stiff and stable. So when I put this insole into the shoe is now around 370 grams, and it really helps to stiffen and to make the shoe more stable. And you don't feel that, because when you put this insole into the shoe has now around 370 grams, which is still very light, but the stability, the mass is enhanced, and it will help you when you are really aggressive on the court. So a great move and a great advantage over the standard heavy shoes. You can't do that on a shoe, for example, that Novak Djokovic is playing in. Novak Djokovic is playing in the A6 Court FF2 shoes, which are around 420 gram in this size. So they are almost 100 gram heavier than these ultra lightweight shoes. And if you put 50 gram insole into the Novak Djokovic shoe, you have a 470 gram tennis shoe, which is insane. You can't play in that shoe. You can't compete in that shoe. Yeah, you can compete maybe 1 hour, but after that you will be dead. You will really lose so much energy while trying to move in the heavy shoes that you will be exhausted only by the movement of your feet. So this is something I've never ever tried before because I've never really thought about it. But yeah, when you have a ultra lightweight shoe, why not to put a special insole in it and make the shoe even better than in its stock form. So yeah, guys, overall great shoe for tennis players who are light, who want to be fast on the court, who move all over the court, who are attacking, who are defending, who are moving forwards, who are playing volleys, who are defending, I've already said that, who are playing sideways, lots of running, sliding, and yeah, not for the, let's say, heavy, aggressive baseliner, not for these type of people, but for people who move all the time and who really like to feel light on the court. This is one of the best shoes I've ever tried in my 30 years of tennis. And yeah, I've played in lots of shoes, guys. So yeah, I definitely recommend this shoe. When you find it on the shelves, just buy it, just go for it. Go for it, try it. The comfort is outstanding. The feel, the break-in, zero break-in, the design, just amazing, amazing design. Nothing can compare to these shoes. The design is just, wow, I can look at the shoe all day long. So yeah, technology, quality of the materials, yeah, everything is perfect. And I really love Wilson for doing wonderful shoes for many types of players. And yeah, everybody can enjoy these shoes. I believe they are not so expensive. So guys, tell me in the comment section, what shoes do you use? Why do you use them? What do you like about the shoes you play in? What do you search when you're buying a new shoe? Do you search for stability? Do you search for durability? Do you search for the lightweight? Do you like heavier shoes? Do you like more breathable shoes? Do you like shoes with lots of material, with lots of cover, with lots of guarding? So yeah, I'm really interested in that. And what brands do you like? Nikes, Asics, Adidas, Babolat, Head, Diadoras, Mizuno's, great shoes by Mizuno's, by the way. And yeah, that's all for now, guys. I'm quite exhausted, but I enjoyed playing in these shoes, and I will play with them next season, second season in the same shoe. Just outstanding durability for an ultra lightweight shoe. And yeah, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the thumbs down button, hit whatever you want, hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment. I would really appreciate that. And we will see in the next video. Enjoy tennis every day, every time. Bye, guys. That was exhausting.